YouTube has changed some rules, and if you don't change your notifications to all, you won't get but occasional notifications, and you're going to think Lois isn't uploading, but I am. I upload every day. Um, and just a quick introduction, because I don't think many people know this, but I mean, if you watch me often, you obviously do, but I'm a mom of 7 kids. I work full time, and if I can do this, you guys can do it. So I know a lot of people say I don't have time to do makeup, I don't have time to do whatever, but it makes you feel so good when you feel good about yourself. So just take the time to take care of yourself, because when you feel good about yourself, you can do a lot more for other people. Alright, so if you are new, you don't know that I do a double live stream. So I'm pulling up my friends on Facebook now. And so if you hear me speaking to people that aren't there, I promise I'm not that crazy. Okay, so. Alright. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Actually, I probably should use my tablet. Let me use my tablet for this instead of. Sorry. I'll get my life together. I hope it's not dead. Sophia had it yesterday, which means it probably is. So let me see. Oh, it's not dead. I'm in for a treat. It is on 13% though. Alright. Is it not connecting? Alright, we're getting there. Alright, I think I'm connected. It's acting really weird. Okay, let me see. I have a headache this morning. So we're gonna do, we have a challenge right now, so it's like Disney princesses. So I got selected to do Jasmine. I'm not gonna look like Jasmine, but I'll use her colors. I am gonna pull a couple of things that I saw, like she does a really like killer wing, and she's got like this whole cat eye thing going on, and she's actually super cute. Super cute, that Jasmine is. So I looked up a few of her pictures before I got started, and so I'm gonna just pick and choose a couple of things I liked about her. Also, I don't know, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the Milani 2-in-1 foundation. In any store you go to that they sell Milani, there's a 2-in-1 foundation that they have. It's like a concealer and foundation. So I will be using that today. This stupid chain does not want to stay put. Okay, let me get this started. Load still can record. I don't want to do that. I don't want to record. I want to start a live video. Let me see. I might just have to use my phone because the tablet is not wanting to pull up. I'm trying to pull it up because I run my internet off of my phone. It's working fine, but my tablet, the internet is like super low. I can't even pull it up. Like, I'm trying to start one now on and it says low networking connection. We had a storm here yesterday. Let me unplug my Wi-Fi box and restart it. hopefully restarting that box will help. But I mean, it shouldn't be like the internet usually is never a problem. But today it's just acting really janky, so. I guess while that's getting started, start live video. So network connection, you can still record, it just won't be live. I don't want to do that. I want to be live. I just restarted my box. I'm going to see if that helps me. It's over there doing something. My Tuesday perks. What's that? What's Tuesday perks? What is this perks you speak of? Ah. Let me grab my stuff. I'm trying. I don't know why my internet is acting so crazy. I just T-Mobile Tuesday app. I don't need. What the heck is that? What do you get from that? From them? Do they give you stuff? Like I've had T-Mobile for like, oh my gosh, I guess like probably 20 years. It's been a long time. I have no idea what that is. Guys, I'm trying to get Facebook up and going. It won't even pull it up on my phone. Good morning, Michelle. I promise this isn't a scam to get y'all to come to YouTube. Alright, let me see. Let me try this again. It still isn't even registering. I don't think all the kids are asleep, so I know they're not on my Wi-Fi. Start video, low network connection. Come on. Let's see if this does it. Starting my video. If it does it on this, I'll just swap the device. Okay, well, it's not pulling it up on my tablet, but it is on my phone. So, hold on, guys. Give me just a sec. Alright. Now, the video will be much better on Facebook, YouTube, because I have the better camera over there. So you are welcome to stay here, but I am starting the live stream now on Facebook. We're up and going now. Hi, Heather. Hi, Leslie. Okay, so sorry about all that. We are having technical difficulties with internet connection. Okay. So let me just zoom you guys in some. Okay. Look, we got all kinds of people. You guys must have been waiting. You must have been waiting. Okay. Let me just share this video really fast. I was trying to pull it up on my tablet because the video is just bigger over there on my tablet, and it just wasn't happening today. Check your connection. Maybe the tablet needs to be rebooted. I don't know. Good morning. Good morning. I am just having all kinds of difficulties. It's too early for all these difficulties. It really is. I need to borrow this charger really fast. Good morning. Oh. Sorry. Resume. Okay. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Let me just pull up the little legs on this thing. Alright. Yeah, I had other ideas, and I guess my devices didn't agree with that, so. Now I guess this phone is dead, so I need to charge it. That's actually, I gotta sign up for that. Did you guys know that about the Tuesday perks for T-Mobile? Alright, so I'm gonna let that phone boot up while I prime and moisturize and all that fun stuff. So we got Heather, Leslie, Kathleen, Michelle. It's just for T-Mobile. Yeah, and I've had them forever. Hi, Sherry. No Heather, Michelle, Holly, Leslie, good morning, Elizabeth, Yvonne and Brenda, Shelly Schmoofler. Alright. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put this hyaluronic acid on my eyes. And then, I think I have a Milani primer. I'm going to use that today. Okay. Yes, thank you for sharing my video. What's going on with Valerie's grandmother? What's going on? What's going on? Okay. Where is my little... There it is. It's like right here. I'm going to write that down. What's going on with her grandma? Alright, I wrote it down. Yeah, I've had this foundation for a while, and I actually bought, I didn't know what shade I had, so I bought two of the same one. I didn't mean to. I got it home, and I was like, I wonder if it's the same color, and it was. So I'm going to take it back and exchange it for another one today. Because they had a deal right now at Walgreens. They had a coupon. If you spend $15 in Milani products, you got $5 off. So basically, I got $15 worth of stuff for $10. And plus, they have a lot of like sale stuff right now. Movie tickets! Yay! Go do that, girl. A stroke, and she was doing good. I also heard she was not doing good. Oh my goodness. Alright, come on. Share to group. Hi, Tanya. Sorry, guys. Give me just a sec. Let me share now that I got this device up and running. Yeah, I always share my own videos so you guys don't feel like you have to share them into your groups. Unless it's a group I'm not in, you're welcome to share it. But like the only time I normally would ask you to share is if I'm in share jail, which only happened once. Thank goodness. And I don't know why. The only thing I can think of is because I was sharing from, I have a business profile, and they want you, Facebook wants you to pay them to share your stuff. So if you share from your business profile yourself, then they want to suspend you from sharing, so you feel obligated to pay them for unlimited shares, which is total crap. Like, they are totally ripping people off. That's ridiculous. Okay. I know. They kept sending me this thing, oh, spend some money and we can share this for you, or you can share unlimited, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, because I can do it myself. Why would I need you to do it? And then, so, hi, Michelle. Hi, Andrea. So, since I didn't pay them and I kept sharing my own stuff, they put me in share jail. I was like, I couldn't even comment in any groups. I'm like, what? And I was like watching these lives, and people were like, I see Lois there. Why isn't she talking? Thank you, Anastasia. I'm definitely going to look that up. I appreciate it. All right, let's get this. Hi, Seds. Good morning, Michelle and Andrea. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I've already moisturized. I'm going to go ahead and prime. So since we're doing Milani, I'm going to try to use as many Milani products today as possible. Let me see if I have a Milani. I don't think I have the eye primer anymore because I used the rest of it. Let me see. I think I have a Milani face primer. Let me check. I should have one. Let me use this crap. No. If I don't have one, I know I used to at least. Let me check. Ah, there it is. I knew I had one. Like, look at this. These are all primers, but that's not all. I've got a whole drawer full. Those are just the ones I have. I don't even know why those are separate. They just are. They just are. But the rest of them are just thrown in the drawer. Alright. So this is the Milani Prime Shield. It's the face primer. It's the mattifying one. So we're going to go ahead. So it says it, I think the packaging might be different now, but it says it's primed skin to create smooth canvas for makeup. It mattifies and perfects skin, minimizes the look of pores and fine lines. It's lightweight and non-greasy. What's the acid? It's the hyaluronic acid. Yeah, you usually catch me. I do have some Milani brow stuff I'm going to be using. You believe me when I say it. Awesome, Tanya. Welcome. Hey, if you guys are first-time viewers, make sure you tap the button that says follow. If you don't see a follow button, if you tap the screen, it should pop up. I do a live every single day, so if you guys make sure, because come Sunday, hi Carly, good morning. Come Sunday, I will be starting where I only do one live instead of two, because I do a double live stream. I do one on Facebook and one on YouTube. So that's why you see me talking to people that you don't see, because I have people over on YouTube watching as well. So come Sunday, sorry, I will only do one. So one day it will be on YouTube, one day it will be on Facebook. And in doing that, you guys will need to get notified, so make sure that you are following me on both platforms so you get a notification when I'm live. This feels greasy. I know it says it's non-greasy, but it feels greasy. I said hi, Seth. You did not say hi back. Well, you said hi at first. I said hi. I don't ignore people. I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those. Hi, Josanne. Good morning. Y'all heard me say hi, Seds, right? It was like right after it popped up. Good morning. I might end up having to take this like chain thing off because it is driving me nuts. I'm still like trying to wipe this in because it really does feel greasy. Hi, Morgan. See, I told you. Alright, I'm going to try to wipe some of this because it definitely feels... Yeah, it's a necklace. This part's the necklace. And then it goes around like under your arm. And the chain falls onto your shoulder. It does hang a little bit in the back too. Maybe I used too much. The primer. I didn't use much. That feels a little better. Okay. Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. So, the only thing that scares me about this 2-in-1 is it's so thick. It is so thick. There seems to be a little bit of an inconsistency too in the color. Thank you. I don't even know if I'm going to keep it. I might end up just selling it. Because I don't see actually wearing it often. You know? But let's see. The colors look slightly different to me. Can you see that? Do they look slightly different to you? Hi, Nanda. You waiting on your coffee to brew? Yes. Coffee, coffee, coffee. It's so funny because some people were telling me that that they don't like coffee, and I'm like, what? What do you mean? No, I mean, some people will drink tea. Some people drink tea. Hi, Christine. You'll buy it from me? Okay. Deal. $5. Okay. One looks lighter. That's what I thought too. It's really weird because they're the same shade. Alright, so I'm going to use my beauty blender. This is my Because one. I'll drink some extra just for you, Ellie. What brand is the necklace? Hi, Patty. For the people that don't drink coffee. No, I don't want to do that. Like, you're not welcome here. Hey, Monica. Good morning. Yeah, I saw that, and I said welcome. Welcome, said. That's who I was talking to. I read your comment. I think I even read some of it out loud, and I said welcome and make sure you're following. I don't know what they call it either. I have no idea. I have quite a few friends from Canada that watch and hang out with us here. Quite a few friends. The foundation. This is Milani. Milani 2-in-1. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not educated on all the terminology and all that, but definitely welcome to the group, to the bunch. The morning show. Okay, so this foundation is really, really thick. I've tried it before, but I've tried it with a brush. So the problem with doing it with a brush is I felt like it was way too thick still, because it is super thick. Super thick. So make sure that you are using either your fingers or a beauty blender when you're using this foundation to get it blended properly. Live with Lois. There you go. You guys are on it. I changed my YouTube channel to Live with Lois. I wonder if anybody noticed that. Oh, this chain is definitely going to come off. So this is my Because Cosmetics Beauty Blender. And this beauty blender is like the only one I will use now. I've tried using other ones. I've gone back and tried to use them. I look like your cousin? I get that a lot. Isn't that weird? I'm from the U.S., from Florida. I was born and raised here in Jacksonville. Is no, not necessarily. Liquid is not. You did notice it, Allie. Liquid, it really doesn't matter about the consistency, but it does matter sometimes with the formula, because you can have two liquid foundations and they could apply totally different. But it doesn't really matter about that. It's the formula. Sometimes just applying it, you have to play with it. Like, say you try foundation and it doesn't apply, like it didn't turn out like what you thought it would. Try applying it next time with a different method and see if that helps. Did you like that? It will change your life. The only thing that I don't like is that this is not a mattifying foundation. Now, it does say it's medium to full coverage, it's lightweight, oil-free, long-wearing, water-resistant, and sweat-proof. So that's kind of cool. Oh, really, Michelle? Yeah, see, we got a lot of military here because of that. We have the military bases out here. But yeah, as far as nationality sets, when you ask, I mainly get my complexion from my real father, who is, yes, Morgan, send me an invite if I'm able to. I'll jump on. I have church this evening. I don't know what time you'll be on, but my complexion comes from my real father, who is Filipino. But on my mom's side, she's like a mix. So she's like Italian, Indian, Irish. When I say Indian, I mean Cherokee. She's native. She's my great, I believe it's my great grandfather was my great grandfather, grandmother was Cherokee. Me too. I'm like a mix sweat. We're gonna find out if this is really sweat proof. We're gonna find out because girl, it's Florida and I sweat like crazy. Yesterday, okay, yesterday I was so mad because I used, what did I use yesterday? I used the Urban Decay. The Urban Decay one is supposed to be sweat proof too, and girl, all this from where the sweat was dripping was gone. I was like, look at my foundation leaving me after all we've been through. You're just gonna take off and leave me here like that, huh? I see. This kind of feels greasy. I don't know. I think after I set it, we'll see how it feels. But you can see it's not a matte foundation. Do you see all the shine? My grandfather was so tall. So tall. He was really tall. Even with the setting spray, we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, with the setting spray when I used yesterday, yes. Yeah. But see, I didn't have that problem with the LA Girl. I sweat like crazy with that and it didn't come off. But yes, it was like all gone at the top and I was like so disappointed. Alright, so this is supposed to be full coverage. You can build. You can still see some freckles. I'm going to go back in with another pump and I'm going to try to blend out a little bit more, just a little bit more coverage right there. I hate packing this on because I feel like it's kind of thick. 100% mutt. I love that. Hi, Casey. Hi, Tiffany. Good morning. Yeah, my dad was, my grandpa, my mom's dad was Filipino. Like my aunts really had a thing for Filipino men, I guess. And so some of them are short, and if it cuts out, just hang tight. It'll come back on. Sometimes YouTube live glitches like that. Yeah. Yep. So this is the Milani Concealer and Perfect 2-in-1. Like I said, I definitely recommend. I know it's like you get the short end of the stick, right? With the height, like the gene pools, like you see things in your family, like why didn't I get that? All right, so this definitely feels so thick. Oh, and it still isn't covering like the LA Girl. This is not going to be one of my favorites, I have to say. Yeah, I don't know why people feel like they have to segregate themselves. It oxidized on you? I hope that doesn't happen to me. I don't see any as of right now. What primer did you use? Okay, I'm going to wipe off the rest of this. Have you tried the Kat Von D? Yes, I didn't like it. I did not like the Kat Von D foundation. Hi, Marie. I did not like it. That stuff did not work well with me. I was like, nope. I got a sample from Sephora, and I was like, I ain't using that no more. No, ma'am. All right, so I do have the Milani concealer. I will tell you that I used to love it, but I don't anymore. Use it all? Maybe I used it all. I don't see it. I'm kind of glad because I didn't really want to use it. Yeah, I think I used it all. So I'm just going to stick with my Because concealer. Hey, Tina. You're white as a ghost. Why didn't I like it? It seemed to oxidize on me for one, and then also the other thing that it did was it just didn't last like I thought it was going to. Like it, I don't know. I think the oxidation was really what was mad. Are you the only one? We have 2 people watching on YouTube. I don't know who this second person is. It could be somebody that's watching me on both because they like the chat that's over on Facebook. You don't know where to start? Always start where you're comfortable, girl. Don't feel like you have to do everything that you see other people doing. Don't feel obligated to go, oh, they're using all this stuff. You start with what you're comfortable with, and then add things slowly. So don't feel like just because people use a full face of makeup that you have to start off using a full face of makeup. That's not how it works. You do one thing at a time, you perfect it, and then you move on to the next step. And add slowly steps into your routine. So that way you're not, number one, not overwhelmed. Two, it's kind of expensive to go out and just buy a full face of makeup, girl. This stuff was collected over time. I definitely didn't get all this stuff in one, you know, all at the same time, because it does take. Look at that. That literally just wiped away my foundation. This is not going to be a good day. I can already tell. This foundation's literally like sitting on top of my skin. Yeah, that's oxidizing. Hey girl, how are you? Heather, your profile picture is so pretty. I love that blue that you got on your eyes. Alright, so we are going to... But I will tell you guys, having nice tools like brushes and stuff definitely makes a difference in your application of your makeup. So if you really just invest in some nice tools, I promise it will make you all the difference. You're welcome. Good morning, Brittany. I'm doing good, doing good. What time is it? I need to go out and shut off my car. My battery's trying to die on me. I had my husband jump it this morning. Hopefully nobody took off with it. They wouldn't want it anyway. Thank you, Brittany. Let me go get my kid to finish blending this out. Hold on. I'm gonna go get him to turn off the car and bring my keys in. I got a car from my mom, and it sat in the yard for so long that the battery died. The Revlon Color Stay. I've never tried that one. Thank you, Heather. Never tried the Revlon Color Stay. I've tried some of from Grandma. You know what, those young girls, man, I'll tell you what, they do videos and they get so many views just because they're young and people are so impressed. If she wanted to do videos, she probably would do really well. I'll be right back. So I gotta go tell my kid to take the keys out the car. Hold on. Flower Beauty. Listen, they are doing a lot of stuff with Flower Beauty. Drew Barrymore, if you guys don't know, if you do know, it's because you pay attention, but Flower Beauty was created by Drew Barrymore, the actress Drew Barrymore. And she's coming out with a whole lot of new stuff. She's been collabing. Hi, Shelly. She's been collabing with it is a lot, but you know what? If you can find a foundation that you can spend less money on, it's worth it. That, you know, not less money, but yeah, less money. But if you spend $140, like it needs to be full coverage, you need to only be able to have to use a little bit. where it can stretch your dollar out, you know what I mean? But yeah, so she's collabing with a lot of people. I heard the foundation is good, but you know, a lot of times with these influencers, when they have Drew Barrymore sitting there in the chair and you're putting it on them, they're gonna say nice things. So, you know, well, I'm not sure, you know. I have seen videos and they say it's good, but again, they're sitting there with Drew Barrymore in their chair. I don't have any Milani powder, so I'm just going to use the Maybelline Master Fix. This is what I use for my under eye area. It's just like the best ever. Yeah, the true test is not after you apply it, it's what it's like, you know, your wear test. So, you have 2 of the liquid lipsticks. I have a lot of Milani liquid lipsticks. I like the matte ones, and I have a couple of metallic ones. See, this is driving me nuts. I'm going to have to take this off. So you want to go back in with your concealer and blend it out with your finger before you set it in case it's gathered into your wrinkles. And then you take your powder and you just go right in right after and set that under eye. Yeah, if you're not used to wearing makeup, oh, you have 2 of the Flower Beauty ones. Okay, I haven't tried any of theirs. I have like 1 Flower Beauty item in it, so an eyeshadow palette. It wasn't the most pigmented thing ever, but yeah, if you're not used to wearing makeup, the first thing you should do is start out with natural looks, like a no makeup look. And then after you get used to that, maybe throw in a little color. You don't want to start off with something super trendy. You know, you don't want to go from like no makeup to like magazine worthy. You know what I'm saying? If she wants to do your brows, let her do it, girl. It's a blessing to have children that want to spend time with you and do things like that with you and for you. It really is. Because you know there might come a day where she feels like she's too big to do those things with you. Burt's Bees. I have never tried the Burt's Bees ones. Is it full coverage? Burt's Bees, that's some expensive makeup. And the packaging looks so cheap. I mean, it looks so homely. I don't know. Like very country like. Okay, I am totally taking this off. Yeah, I say that all the time. I say, oh, I'm going to do a natural look today. And then it ends up being like super not natural. Oh, it really is drying. Oh. See, I think I need something drying because my face is naturally oily. So I usually use matte foundation. So this Milani one's killing me. Almay. I haven't tried Almay either. I'm a full coverage person, so I feel like I have to have full coverage. If it doesn't say it's full coverage, I usually skip right over it. I do. Like the new one, who was it that came out with the new one? It comes in like a squeeze tube. Looks like a squeeze tube. It's a new one. It's like white and tan looking packaging. It sits in your drawer. Yeah, see, I have a bunch of those too that just sit in my drawer. But some of them is because I use them on clients, and because not everybody likes full coverage. So I have a mixture of foundations in my drawer just because I use them on the color stay. I like the I do like the one that Maybelline came. Is it Maybelline? The Super Stay one. Not that one, but the Super Stay one. It's good, but the problem is, yeah, it's Maybelline. This one, the 24-hour Super Stay one. This is a good one, but the only problem is that it clogs my pores. But it is beautiful, full coverage. I mean, a lot of people compare it to the Huda Beauty foundation. Like, it's good, really good. comment slide. Sorry, I don't know if you just now saw it, but it's the Maybelline Super Stay. This is a good one. And they said it is very full coverage, but the problem is I can't wear it all day because it does clog my pores. So I mean, it is matte. I love that about it. It is matte, and it's beautiful. The finish is flawless. So if you don't have a problem with your pores clogging and stuff, you definitely should try it. And it's not super expensive. I think it's like $10 or $11. It's not too bad. Oh, didn't I get new bronzers? Hold on. Hold on. Did I get Milani bronzers? No, they're Rimmel. I bought Rimmel bronzers, not Milani. I don't think I have a Milani bronzer. I just have to use my own. I don't think I have Milani. Yeah, I have some Fit Me ones, but I don't. They're not full coverage. I do use a powder. That's what I used to set my face with just now. Was a Fit Me one. All right, so this is a Rimmel bronzer. I'm gonna take my hairs off because I get them all messy. What seems noticeable, the foundation? Sometimes, a lot of times if it looks like it's speckled is the best way to explain it. That's called oxidizing. A lot of times it could be a couple of things. It could be your foundation not meshing well with your primer. You do need to make sure that your primer, you're giving it time to settle before you put anything on it, so you don't want it to be like wet when they put it on. That's exactly it. It's the oil. Yeah, so one thing that will definitely help in that area, a lot of people do. Listen, try using first of all, a matte primer in those areas. That really helps. Another thing is I use this charcoal peel mask, the brand, I don't know what the brand is called, like I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's SOOAE. It's a black charcoal peel mask. It draws out impurities, and when you pull it off, you go upward with it, and what it does is it vacuums everything out of your face. So it pulls all those extra oils out. And so I use those, and it helps to prevent my breakouts, because I break out. Listen, I have some breakouts, and that was because I went 2 days without using my charcoal peel mask. And I'll tell you, I use it on the daily, and it helps so much. Hi, Hope. Concealer around the eyes. Yeah, I know. It's like you have to kind of you got to kind of roll with the punches there. If you use concealer, it's like you almost got to put on foundation. Sometimes you don't have to. It just depends. Sometimes you can get away with it. Hi, Ardia. How are you? Yeah, I got super duper tired and exhausted, and I just went to sleep, and I didn't put my charcoal peel mask. One time I even fell asleep with my makeup on last week, and that screwed my face up so bad. So bad. I can never find that brush. It's shorter than the rest. Aww. It used to be every other day. I would do a clay mask, and then the next day do the peel mask, but I'm getting to where I'm doing the peel mask every day, yeah. Especially on days that I know that I, wore my makeup all day. All day. Alicia. Is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus matte? I know their primer is. I'll have to think about that. I think I might have one. Let me check and see if I got one in my drawer. Hold on. Yeah, the primer is, actually, that's what I normally use. They have two. They have a dewy one, and this, listen, I cut the top off because I'm down to the bottom, but this is my favorite primer. The only problem is that it doesn't do anything for your pores. It does not cover your pores whatsoever. So you kind of have to come in with a second primer for that, for your T-zone. I use a balm, or you can get a stick primer, like the Blur Sticks or whatever. So when I use that type, when I use the Photo Focus primer, I will go in with, there's a cooling stick, an Ulta brand cooling stick. It's blue, but it doesn't go on blue, it's clear. It goes on clear, and it like slides over your pores. That way when you put your foundation on, it slides over the balm, and you don't have to worry about having manholes on your face. Alright, so I'm going to go in with my Because Cosmetics Deep Bronzer, just around the edge. So I'm going to probably highlight my hair. Hey, did you get the keys out?
Yeah, they've been on the table for like 10 minutes.
Thank you. Yeah, if you guys are having problems with your foundation oxidizing, definitely try a different primer if you're using a primer. And then make sure you're washing your face too before you ever apply makeup. Like, you really need to wash. It doesn't matter if you washed your face the night before, because your face is constantly creating oil. So you need to make sure that you are washing your face in the morning before you ever apply your makeup. And then if you have a problem with oily skin, get yourself a peel mask. Not one that you wash off, one that you peel off. There's a huge difference in what it does. You literally can, like, it vacuums, because when you pull it, good morning, Kathy. Good morning. Yeah, because when you pull it, it sucks everything out as it goes. It's the best way I can explain it. Like, what are you talking about? That's what I mean. Okay, so I'm going to use this Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in the color Feisty. But yeah, I have tried a few different peel masks, and my favorite one is the SOOAE one, and I have told so many people about it, and they went out and got it and told me it helps a lot. Good night. Have a good day. Have sweet dreams. Alright, so we're doing something different with brows today. We're using a different product. It says it's waterproof. It is a Milani brow. It says brow color. It's almost like a pomade, but it's not quite. But we're going to use that today and see how that goes. I don't like the brush that came with it. I mean, I can use it, but I'm not using it for the little hairs I draw on the front. Like, that will be my, I'll be using my favorite brush for that. Let me use this banana powder real fast. I don't know if you guys have seen Milani's new set of brushes. They have a new line of brushes. They're so pretty. Yes, that's the brand, SOOAE. That's the brand. It's a charcoal peel mask. Black charcoal peel mask. That's the brand name. They have a few different ones. Make sure you get the one that says black charcoal peel mask. They have like some diamond one. They have a gold one. They have blah blah blah. Get the black charcoal peel mask. Need to put my eye primer on. Alright, I don't think I have a Milani eye primer anymore. I used it. Yeah, so I'm just going to use this Kiss one. Clogged pores, yes, yes, yes. Good morning, Karen. How are you? I feel like I got concealer or foundation in my eye. Not in my eye, on my eyelid. Right. Clogged pores. No good. Okay. Use a little bit of that banana powder. I use that right under my brow before I ever go in with my brow product. Kind of bakes that area so it's a little brighter. Okay. Have a good night. You're welcome. Alright, let's try out this brow stuff now. Alright, so I'll show you what the tube or the pot looks like. It looks like this, so it's Milani. Use Milani. This is Milani. And then, so this is number 5. So they have 5. This was the darkest one they had. It's almost black, but it's not quite black. Where's the brush that it came with? Oh, here it is. So it comes with its own little brush, but it's not as precise as the brush that I use. So, I'll use it for most of my brow, but it won't be used for all of my brow. So this is the Stay Put Brow Color in color number 5, which is dark brown. So supposedly it's waterproof and smudge proof. So we'll see. I wonder how it compares to the one I already used. So we'll see. I'll be using my other brush for the little hair strokes in the front because it's too thick of a brush. It is super stiff. The brush is super stiff. I mean, I like the texture of it. It seems really smooth. That's the real test, the real wear test, huh? Allie says, let Pikachu lick your eyebrow when you're done. See if that stays put. See this brush? I don't like the way it. Do you see the brush? The way it's like crooked. You see how crooked it is? Look. Alright, I can't do this no more. This brush is no good. It's crap. I was trying. Just can't do it. Just can't do it, Captain. Alright, let me go with my regular brush. It just was not giving me straight lines. I felt like I was trying to color, you know, a precise picture with a fat crayon. It just wasn't going to work. It's so sad. But kisses because he is so aggressive. This was an epic fail. I did not need to do all of that. I was trying to even that out, and that was not working. I'm gonna have to conceal that. You grabbed a Milani concealer. Alright. When I go back in and correct that, it'll work just fine. I don't know about this product. Yeah, it definitely is not as bold as the other stuff that I use. Right? His tongue is like sandpaper too. This definitely isn't as dark as my other stuff that I use. Yeah. Let me use some concealer. Actually, no, I don't want to use this one. Use that next. The next one. It's closer to my cover. It's really thick. Super thick. Wow. That's so sad. Hi, Natalie. Alright, so that's a little better. I'm feeling a little bit better about that. Let me just brush out. I still feel like that's not as bold and as dark as I normally would wear it, but it doesn't look bad. It definitely looks a little more natural than what I'm used to wearing. I still feel like I need a little bit more up in here. I don't know. I'm gonna have to leave it because I'm gonna keep playing with it and I'll just mess it up. I feel like that one was shaped a little different. I'm going to go in. My brows are definitely not sisters ever. More like distant cousins. Twice removed. I don't understand how people are out there just killing each other. That's all you hear on the news these days. People killing, you know what I'm saying? Like, why? How can you just get so mad that you can literally kill somebody? That is just crazy to me. Or how can people that just do it for fun, like the one case I was just listening to on the news, they were talking about in 2016, a 16-month-old baby. This lady was driving her car, and all of a sudden shots rang out, and her 16-month-old baby in the back was shot and killed. She's just driving. Can you imagine having your baby in the back seat? You're driving somewhere, and all of a sudden get shot and killed. I mean, that would devastate me. So I guess they were in court this morning. Two young boys. What were they doing with guns? Out there playing around and thinking they're cool, and now their lives are ruined too because they're going to be convicted of murder. Like, it is just not worth it. If you were a kid and you're watching this, guns are not something to play with. They're not toys. They're not made to play and show off. I mean, if you see somebody with if your parents have guns, please keep your hands off of them. There's no reason for you to be playing with a gun. What are you doing? Pikachu's on the bed line. Exactly. They should be educated. If you are a parent and you have guns, please talk to your children about not playing with them. Hi, Bobby. Please explain to them how dangerous it is. Don't glamorize guns, especially in front of them. Listen, it's different if you're an adult and you're in like clubs and you go hunting and that kind of stuff where it's sport, but don't be like glamorizing it in front of your kids. It kind of drives them to be curious, to want to play with them. Talk to them about gun safety. I think we adults should be allowed to have them as long as we are properly storing them and educating our children on them. Right, Elizabeth, exactly. Right. Kids should not have access to your guns. They just shouldn't. Don't leave your gun cases unlocked. You don't know who would break into your house and take them. Don't leave your gun laying around. If you think you're good at hiding your gun, your kids will find them. Trust me. The kids are little sneaky little brats. They will look for stuff. I can't even hide Christmas presents up in here during the year because they find them. I think I got the best hiding spot. No, ma'am. They found it. You can't even listen. You get creative after a while with trying to find hiding spots for this stuff. And I'm telling you, they find it every time. Every time. Get to a safe of some kind. Lock them in there. Don't leave them where the kids can just have access to them. Because they're kids and they're curious and they're gonna want to do it. They're gonna want to play with them, and then if it's loaded, oh Lord have mercy. Can you imagine coming home and finding your kid dead? Oh, I mean that would eat at you for the rest of your life. Okay, so pros are doing. There's a kid. We were talking about the kids on this lady on the news. I'm here in Jacksonville. Well, she was in court today because she was driving with her son, her 16-month-old baby, in his car seat, and two teenagers were playing. I don't know if they aimed at the car, but they shot off some rounds. I don't know if they were, like I said, aiming. I don't know what the deal. I don't know why they had it. Yeah, exactly, Ellie. But anyway, so she was driving, and all of a sudden shots rang out, and she looked back, and her baby was dead. They shot and killed the baby in the car. You know, my heart goes out to their, to their family, to my mom. I just couldn't imagine it. Oh, it's so rough. Well, y'all know what time it is. We're about to pray. So if you'll just bow your head and listen. We do have a prayer request for Shelly asked we would pray for Valerie's grandmother. So, yeah, it is awful. All right. Lord, we come to you this morning. I just want to thank you so much. I know I say it every day, but I mean it, and I can't thank you enough. Just thank you so much for the women that come this morning to spend their time with me. Just to listen to me and hang out and have some fun and talk about makeup and life. And Lord, I just thank you for all of them and all their stories that they give me about themselves, so that I can get to know them. Lord, right now I just want to ask that you please just put your arms around the family of the victim that was shot and killed, the 16-month-old baby. Lord, be with them as they go to court or they go through this whole process, Lord. And I know how difficult that must be for them. And just pray that you give that family healing, and that you just move in the lives of the young boys that did this to them, that they can turn their lives around, and that they can actually advocate and teach other children not to do this type of thing, Lord. That they can do something good with their life and not just be stuck in that cell and become another statistic whenever, if and when they get out, Lord. I just pray that they can turn their lives around and just live for you instead of living a thug life, Lord. And I also want to pray right now for Valerie's grandmother who had a stroke. You know what's going on with that situation, Lord. I don't know the whole story, but I know that that can be a long road to recovery, and I just pray for that family. I want you to heal her. I want you to give peace to that family, knowing that you're in control. And also, just give Valerie, who is struggling at this time, just some peace and guidance right now, that she can get through the things that she needs to get through right now, Lord. You know what those are. I don't even have to say it. You know what she's going through. Lord, there's a lot of people today that's listening to this prayer that's suffering from depression, anxiety. They're suffering from some kind of illness, or they're going through relationship problems or financial issues right now, Lord. And I just pray for each one of them to have comfort in knowing that you're in control, and that we don't have to control the situation, that you've got it. You've got a plan. And either way it goes, whether we get there the hard way or the easy way, you're going to have your way with us, Lord. But I just pray for you to move in their lives, that they can see you. They can see you throughout the day, throughout their week, even in the little things, knowing that you're constantly there, just giving us signs to show us that you're there. And I pray that we take the moment just to see those and recognize those, Lord. We love you and we praise you in everything we do. In Jesus' name, amen. Yep, Elizabeth. Everybody should explain that to their children. Everyone should. It's so important. Very important. Hi, Michelle, you're back. I was drinking the wrong cup. That was my refill cup. My refill cup. Alright, so we're doing jasmine inspired colors today. So, let's see. I doubt I can use this palette that's sitting here. Okay. You know what palette I've got sitting out. Let me see if that's got... No, I can't use my iMagic palette today. That's not going to do me any good. Although I probably could use the gold that's in that. So typical of me use. I might have to use my Brazil palette. Let me see about this festival palette, what colors we got. Alright, this Alamar palette, let's check this one out too. I conveniently have all these sitting right here, right? Ooh, Celia's really pretty in this festival palette. Alright, so we got a nice mixture of palettes here, because you know her colors are like teal, gold, that kind of stuff. So let's play with some of this and see where it takes us. I don't even have a plan for this look. We're just going to make it up as we go along. We do prayer, girl. I pray. We do prayer. That's all. We were talking about, there was a story on the news where a 16-month-old baby was shot and killed while this lady was driving in her car on her way somewhere, and shots rang out, and she looked back and her baby was dead. Somebody had shot her baby. So she's going to court this morning. So we were just talking about gun control, on why it's so important that children, it was 2 teenagers that did it. About how important it is to speak to your children about not playing with guns, that they're not toys. Did you get it? Yay! It is a really good primer. It feels good. Even if you don't put foundation on, it feels really good on just to wear it alone, because it does mattify. And it helps keep your pores from, like, stuff getting into your pores, like dirt in the air. So even if you don't wear foundation, it feels really good just to wear alone, just to keep your oil under control. Alright, so this is the Cocoa Taxi color from the Alamar palette. I like that this palette doesn't have a lot of, like, kickback. There's not a lot of fallout. It does have some beautiful pigment to it. Girl, a lot of people see those signs. You are not the only one, so you are not being dramatic. You are talking truth. Yes. It's so sad. It's so sad, you know, because, you know, it's like, what in the heck were they doing playing with the gun in the first place? You know, all these kids are out there running the streets. Nobody's supervising their children. Like, why don't you know what your kids are doing? That's just crazy to me. Hey Heather, you're back. I ain't done much yet. Alright, so we're going to be nice and bold. That way I don't have to go back in and add more, hopefully. Alright, so there's a few colors that I want to use, mainly these teal colors. I'm going to go in with those. Hi Marvin! Is that Uncle? No, that's Cousin Marvin. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go in with, out of the Festival palette, the color Palooza. Now this one has a little bit more fallout, so you have to be careful. So we're going to go in with that. Oh wow, wow, that's crazy. Bye, Kathy. Alright, let me go ahead and wipe off this brush. I'm going to blend this edge out. Let me move you guys in. Oh, a little too much. You get a different brush, one that's a little more precise. I was scared to grab this one because you definitely can see that it's stained and has red on it, but hold on, let me wipe it off real good. Okay, should be good now. Hi, Sherry. You couldn't sleep. Oh. Good morning. Good morning. Who all is up? You, only you and LJ? Okay. Alright, so I'm going to wipe this brush off and try to go back and blend a little bit more. There we go. This brush is doing much better. See how it just looks like it's just blending and melting right into that transition shade? Yes. Okay. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Alright. Do the other eye. Stamp that in. So this is the Palooza is out of the Festival palette. So that's the color I'm using right now. It's out of the Festival palette from BH Cosmetics. From LA to Tokyo in 3 hours. With turbo speed. Dang, that's a sleek looking plane. Woo. Fancy. Alright, let me add a little bit more color. I feel like I'm blending some of it away. Wipe off my brush. Blend a little bit more. Alright, so I am going to go back with just a little bit of that Cocoa Taxi color. I feel like it got really muddy and like some of the orange went away. Okay. Alright. You just got to keep blending until you're happy with it. Don't settle. Do not settle. Huh?
I'm gonna put vinegar on my jellyfish sting.
Yeah.
You said it's good for the jellyfish
Sure.
sting.
Let me see. Don't itch it. Okay? Aww. That's so cute, sis. Tell her just to really make sure she watches a lot of like tutorials and stuff. You can pick up a lot of tips. A lot of tips from watching other people and just to keep playing with it, because she can come up with stuff that'll work for her that you don't see anywhere else. And then she can teach other people. That's always fun. Is she your only girl? Where's my brush? I'm looking for a particular brush. There it is. This is an under eye primer. This under eye primer is okay, but the one that I was using from Smashbox, it was, in my opinion, a lot better than this one. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. All right, so for gold, let's see what this one looks like. That doesn't look like gold. That looks like silverish looking gold. I need a gold, like a yellow gold. So I'll probably use Euphoria out of the festival palette. Alright. Okay. See what it looks like dry. I may have to foil it. We'll see. It's alright. I don't think I have to foil it. It looks good. It looks really good. Okay. Okay, Allie. Bye, girl. I'll see ya. Aww. You'll miss her, huh? Aww. What's her name? I want this gold to look like it just kind of is melting back into. Where's the back? Just about through my brush. Samar, that's pretty. Our middle son, his middle name is Samari. Nicholas Samari. We almost named him Samari. Samari Nicholas, but so this palette is actually really, this is the festival palette. This is from the festival. Both these, the blue and the gold, are from the BH Cosmetics festival palette. This is nice. Alright, I'm going to blend just a little bit around the edges so that way that gold isn't super there. Okay. I'm going to go back in a little bit just on the lid to intensify the color. I don't want to go all the way to the edge when I intensify it. Well, I feel like it's creasing in my eyelid. All S's. Yeah, we have 7 kids. And they are not all the same. Now my girls, we have custody of 3 of our nieces, and their names, they all have the same initials. But my boys are all different. Alright, a little bitty brush. Okay. Wipe off this brush. Alright. Kathleen! Alright, so under the eye. What am I gonna do under the eye? Alright, I think I'm going to go in. I'm going to use that same color Palooza, which was that blue. We're going to go under the eye with that. We're going to stay right along. Try to stay close to the lash line. Yes. I don't like if I stamp it. I get the best color payoff. Good morning, Caroline. Hey, Andrea. Hi, Miss Doris. Hey, Rose. I know it looks like I have a bunch of eyeshadow. I'm going to blend it out. Don't worry. So I got chosen for, because we're doing Disney princess themed makeup and there's like a group of us that are doing it. So I got voted, they voted me to do Jasmine. So that's why I'm doing these colors. Girl, I do that too. I go down the whole list, all 7 of them. I know what that's like. I do. I know exactly what that's like. That's hilarious. Alright, so now I'm going to take the smudge brush and go like right along the edge. And soften it. Alright, now I'm going to take, there's like a warm tone brown called Hipster in this Festival palette. I'm going to use that and go right along the lash line. Go right along here. Yeah, so this is Jasmine inspired colors. They picked it for me. Alright, so I'm going to take that same smudge brush that I was using, and I'm just going to lightly blend it out, just to soften it a little bit. You could even have, I could have done it with like brown eyeliner, and that would work too. Hey, one thing you need to know, do not use liquid eyeliner under your eye, ever. Never, 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 never do that. Never. Just don't. Not a good idea. Ever. Did I say ever? Okay. It's just a bad idea. Does not work out in your favor, ever. Alright. What is my brush? Why can't I ever find the brush that I'm looking for? They're all like right here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Age requirement to join. What did I say? I don't even remember. The comments lag, like the video lags, so when you comment, usually it's I've already moved on to something else. This is a lighter shade from the Naked Chocolate palette from Makeup Revolution. The color is called Smoothly. Oh, Joanne, you're talking about the little group that did for the makeup that gave me this thing. No, there's no age limit. It's I'm an admin in a makeup group called Pretty Little Things, and there's like a little group of us that were talking, and they were talking about, yeah, and so they said, okay, well, a bunch of us have decided to do Disney princesses, and here's the list of the people that said they would, and just give us some ideas on who you want to see do which princess. And so a bunch of people had listed, and then they had to vote. Like, okay, these are the ones that were listed for each person. Yeah, so all you do, look up Pretty Little Things, or if you go to my profile under my groups, you can see it. Look for under my groups, Pretty Little Things, and then request to join. There'll be a few questions you have to answer, just so we know that you're not like a robot trying to steal our members' information. But once you answer those questions, they'll go in and approve your request to join. Alright, so far, it's coming along. I don't know why I keep wanting to drink all this cup. Alright, so I'm going to do a brow highlight color. I'm going to use the color Trixie out of this Festival palette. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, look at the fallout. That's pretty. St. Louis Rams. All right. Could be Jaguar soup. I am doing a black wing for sure. That's happening. That's happening. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put this eyeshadow away. Okay. I ended up not using a lot of the colors I said I was going to because I didn't need to. Alright. So I'm going to use the LA Girl gel liner. It's called the Glide Gel Liner, and this is in the color Champagne. I have some fallout behind. Yeah, this is my Disney princess one for Jasmine that they had said they voted me to do. Hey, Lawanda. You snuck in there. I didn't see you get on. So I'm kind of pointing, I don't know if you see that, I'm kind of pointing it downward because, thank you, because the way that she has her eyes are like, they point in and the wing comes up, so I'm going to try to capture that. Did I get a Milani eyeliner? I think I did. Wasn't. Let me look at these. I know I have a Milani eyeliner in here somewhere. Oh, I know which one I have. I have a matte one. Here it is. Yep. Okay. You've been so busy. Alright, so this is the Milani Black Matte Stay Put eyeliner. Let me spritz my face. Hold on. I have a Milani setting spray. Let me see. This is the Make It Last Prime, Correct, and Set. Oh, I could have used this for primer. Hi, Lynn. Hey, Heather. Hi, Brittany. So I'm going to use this. It's the 16-hour wear. It says I don't trust it as much as I do as my Because one, but, you know. I do like the sprayer on this one. I feel like it doesn't hose you down, although I did spray a lot. I guess. Let me go ahead and put my highlighter on before I go do an eyeliner. I know I have some Milani highlighters. Hold on. Let me find them. I've got to have a Milani one somewhere. Maybe I don't have a Milani. Ew. How dare I? Okay. I think I'm going to use an LA Girl one today then. A gold one. No, I lied. I'm going to use this Oprah. I'm going to use an Oprah one. It wasn't like a new challenge per se, but it was like Amanda asked like who wanted to do a Disney Princess challenge, and like each person had to choose, or they got voted on. And so they found out who wanted to do it, and then like each person, so we don't duplicate the princesses. They said, okay, well, who do you want to do which princess? And then they voted me to do Jasmine. But it doesn't have to look like the princesses. It just needed to look like the colors, like inspired by. This week, is it this week though? What is this week's challenge? Crap, what is this week's challenge? I should know that. We just started a new one, didn't we? Because it's, well, we have a weekly challenge. So what is this week's challenge? This is so freaking bright. This highlighter is like, oh. All you need is a little bit, and this highlighter really like takes off. Hi, how are you, Leather? Are you here in Jacksonville? I saw something about you coming. I saw something about you coming to Jacksonville. Okay. Do that. Let me go ahead and put an order here. Let me put my eyeliner and my waterline and my tight line first. So this is the Because Cosmetics gel liner. This stuff will last you all day. Heck yeah. Did you go to my you go to my groups and click on the groups, and then it should take you to the page. There should be a link. Alright. Y'all know I don't start on the inner corner. I always end up starting like in the center. That way if you have a lot on the brush, you don't have a glob on your inner corner. The way her eye is kind of rounded, like it comes down and then it goes out. So I'm gonna go ahead, and then she has this cat eye looking deal. Jasmine does. Even though I'm not doing I'm not trying to look like, oh really? And I just get that eyeliner right there. That's nice. She has like this whole cat eye looking eyeliner deal. I'm not trying to look like Jasmine, I'm just stealing her colors, but I do want to capture that cat eye. Like that. Okay. So let's see if I can scrape away that dot of eyeliner. I can't believe. Okay, gone. Alright, let's go ahead and get this wing up. This is a nice eyeliner, actually. One eye down. I do wish this was bigger. You can't find the group. Okay. I'll share the link on my page, on my profile when I get off. Okay, girl, have a good day. See you soon. It's called Pretty Little Things. There's a lot of groups I think might be called Pretty Little Things, but it tickles so much. I think our thumbnail is like sparkly, and I think it might have lips on it.
I think the Germans are tackling better from the second match, but I'm not convinced about now the mentality because the mentality of the Germans is always having a solid defense. And I think they're being a little bit too superficial. Defensively. If they're going to get back to the I haven't seen them going all the way just because of having a good mentality.
It is so much easier to do my right eye than my left eye. I'm gonna have to fix that.
Just stay confident. You have to be aggressive. You need to go for the match for the next stage. So right after the match is physical against Germany. In terms of counter-attack, I mean, we've seen the counter-attack in Germany get paid off before. So why not do it there?
Exactly. Unfortunately, still got a chance in this group. They all have a chance of progressing.
Yeah, that looks awful. Let me fix it. Oh man. Yes, girl, I will. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'll have to maybe post the link. It looks like the thumbnail looks like it's glittery, and it says Pretty Little Things on the thumbnail. If you look at the member, it has like almost 3,000 members. Yeah, girl, you take whatever time you need. You take whatever time you need. You know, sorry, I can't talk and do this at the same time. You know, I commend you for getting on as early as you are. You have, you know, because I probably would shut myself in a room and not want to talk to anybody. So you are so strong for even being here today. But I do miss you. I do. I miss you. I miss talking to you. And it's amazing. It's just amazing that how much of an impact people can have on your lives, you know, your kids, people you meet on the internet, you know, just like, you know, you can't imagine, you know, what was life without them. And then, you know, when you lose somebody, that almost like has to come to life. We lost my grandmother a week before last, and so that was difficult for the family because she was the oldest one left in our family, and we knew it was coming, but it still doesn't prepare you. You know what I mean? It still doesn't prepare you. And I know we tell people all the time, you know, oh, death is such a natural part of life and blah, 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 but everyone deals with it differently. And I think for me, I had to remember that whatever God's purpose was for their life, They served it. They've done it. They've completed it. And I just messed up my eyeliner. You know, whatever it was, they've completed their work. And I just have to remember that we're going to see them again one day. It's just hard because you really don't want to wait that long to be with them again. You don't want to wait that long to see them again. And like with my dad, it was really hard when my dad passed. Like, I struggled so bad, but I couldn't let anybody know that. I struggled so bad because I had so many family members that struggled so bad with it that I felt like I had to be the strong one. So while I'm comforting them, no one even knew that I took it so hard. I was angry, I think. More than anything, I was angry that he died. Good morning, Lacey. Yeah, I was so angry, you know, and I ended up sinking myself into work. So much so that, like, even my family was missing me, and, you know, and I didn't even really notice, because I was just trying to keep myself busy so that I wouldn't feel the pain of realizing that my dad was gone. And for so long, I mean, I would even travel. I would travel, I'd be gone for a week at a time. I missed out on a lot with the rest of my family because of it. So I really had to put my priorities in check. Thank you, Heather. Yeah, I ended up using 2 different palettes. I used the Alamar palette and I used the BH Cosmetics Festival palette. Alright, let's get some mascara on. I like that this eyeliner is matte. It is definitely matte. And it dries down matte. And I just got mascara on my eyes. This is terrible. I'm drawing my head back. I don't think I have any Milani mascaras. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. You know, I did a video, if you guys want to see, and I've gotten a lot more makeup since then, but I did a Peep My Stash, like on my YouTube channel. I have a series that I started called Peep My Stash. And what it is I just show like what I have in my makeup collection. So I've done an eyeshadow palette series or video. Oh my gosh, Seds, that's awful. I'm so sorry. I sure will. But yeah, so I did that. I did 3 parts to the series so far. One was all like my highlighters. One was my eyeshadow palettes. I haven't done my single shadows or my liquids or any of that yet. And then the other one was, what was it? So highlighters. Oh yeah, I just did one on contour. Girl, yes. I have, I'm gonna have to go through and start purging because I have so much stuff. And there are ones that I really just don't reach for. Why does that one eyelash look like that? It's super long, but it's like stuck together. Maybe it's got glue on it. No, that mascara clump is so nasty. That's what someone else said to the Jaguars. Miranda, someone else told me I look like J-Lo. I don't know. I get J-Lo, I get Demi Moore. Not Demi Moore, Demi Lovato. Demi Moore, what the heck am I thinking? This is my Jasmine inspired look. Amanda. Every lash counts. I can't get them all. Girl, that's that Ofra highlighter. It does get you some days, girl. It really does. I agree with you there. It does. It all catches up to you. You just put it off. Yeah. Hi, Snow. Thank you. Alright, I'll try to remember to take a picture this time, so I won't have to do it again. I get a little bit more. I do like this skinny mascara. This is the Mega Slim one from Wet n Wild, because I feel like I can get every little bitty lash. And it's got fibers in it too, so it lengthens. And then you don't have to worry about the fibers getting in your eye, because they don't come loose or anything like that. Hey, Nikki Tutorials collaborated with Ofra and came up with this one called Glazed Donut. I'm telling you. I use, I sell makeup, and the brand that I sell is called Because Cosmetics. So the eyeliner I used in my waterline and my tight line, which is under my lashes and the skin, that's the gel liner that I use, and it doesn't budge. Lacey, what I used today, I tried a new Milani one. Well, I don't know how new it is, but it's new to me. I tried that today. It's still not my favorite. I still like my Ebon New York, but I used this stuff here. So it's a Milani Stay Put Brow color. This is in the color 5, which was the darkest that they had. They're not flawless. Yeah, my favorite brow product of all time has been the Ebon New York Brow Gel. Now, it does dry super fast, so you have to work it really fast. But it really makes for a dramatic brow. This one looks a little more natural, I guess, because it's not as, like, it's got some sheerness to it, I guess. Like, it's just like tint, but the other stuff is color. Like, it's nice and dark. We're gonna see how much this stuff stays put. We'll see. It says it's like waterproof and budge proof, so we'll see. I know my Ebon New York definitely is. I went swimming with my brows. I have had kids bump their heads on my brows. I've slept on them, and they stay put with the Ebon New York brow gel. I might have to take me a nap later for investigational purposes to see if it works. I might do a live auction later. We'll see. So crazy. I do not. Alright. There's your last little bit of that. Yeah, so that's what that one looks like. But if you want to see the Ebon New York one, this is what it looks like. I did post a link on my Facebook page for this, because if you look up ebonnewyork.com, it takes you to some freaking like hair website. It makes no sense. But this is what it looks like. And what drew me to this was right down here. It says strongest waterproof. And I was like, let me check that out, because I need me some good waterproof budge for that stuff. I'm telling you. Let me see if this... Alright, well that looks like it has no transfer. So that's good. We'll see. You got them tinted? Did it work real good? Got ID for a lotto ticket. Yes! Thank you guys. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Lashes. I gotta get my lashes on. Alright, so I'm still using these Eyelure lashes. I use my lashes until they fall apart and die. And then like I have a funeral for them. I'm like, my lashes died, guys. Dun, 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 dun. I'm still using these. I like a good lash that will last you more than a week. You know what I'm saying? Ones you can get some real use out of. And none of this mumbo jumbo one time and then they fall apart stuff. And I like them to be cheap. Is that too much to ask for? I like them to be inexpensive, but last forever. Like, when I say cheap, I mean like under $5. So, yes, you're so down. Listen, Marie. Just take you some time and pray. I know it sounds so cliche, but you build your relationship with God, and when you do that, you can't build a relationship with somebody without talking to them. If you were married and you never talk to your husband, let's say you talk to them once a week, you're not going to get to know them. You're not going to be able to build your relationship that way. Our relationship with God is the same way. You know, you have to pray. You just have to pray. That's your relationship. That's your direct line to God. And, oh, thank you, Miranda. You know, so many times, you know, we catch ourselves, like, wondering why things happen. It's not really our place to understand God's plan, but, you know, you think about it sometimes, and, I mean, if you listen close enough, you can kind of hear what you should be doing. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, that's your conscience or whatever, but we do have a conscience. God gave us a conscience to make decisions, our own decisions. And, you know, God's going to get you to where you need to be. You can get there the hard way or the easy way. That's the way I see it. And so many times we get down on ourselves because, you know, things happen that we can't control. But, you know, there's one person that's in control. It's Him. It's Him all the way. So, you know, you got to kind of take the good with the bad and remember that things do happen for a reason. So if something's going on in your life that's upsetting you, just think about what it means in the grand aspect of things, which is when you die and the legacy that you leave behind. The thing that's bothering you, is it something that will affect you in the whole realm of eternity? Was it something somebody said to you? You know, you just think about these things. Is it something that is going to affect you in the grand scheme of what life means to you and what it means when you die? You know, so if the answer is no, it's not going to change anything, you know, you got to kind of let those things kind of go. And my internet just went out on my phone, which is great. That's nice. So I was trying to reconnect. So I guess they didn't hear anything I just said. If you guys are on the internet, get off, please. My Wi-Fi cut out. They'll need to come do. Sorry guys, the Wi-Fi cut out. Yeah, it's the internet. I have poor signal right now for some reason. Because I guess it's going to storm today again. I don't think you heard what I said. I think it cut out while I was talking. I don't know what the last thing you heard was. But what I was saying was that if there's something that's bothering you, think about, will that make a difference to you or to anyone else when you die? Like if it's something somebody said or something somebody did, doesn't matter. Pretend that your days are numbered, which they are. They're numbered. You just don't know how many numbers there are. Is that really something that you're going to worry about in your last days of your life? Something that somebody said to you, maybe something that somebody did that wronged you. Does it really matter? And if your answer is no, then let it go. Let it go. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? Just let it go. You know, sometimes people say things about you or to you because they're unhappy about something. Remember, it's because they're unhappy. Not you. It's they're unhappy. Now, if somebody comes to you and says something out of love in a loving manner, that's different. But if they come at you and just straight up rude or they do something really nasty to you, remember it's because it's something they're unhappy about. So you would probably ask yourself, well, is it something I should be unhappy about? And if your answer is no, then if you can't change that person's mind, don't worry about it. Don't let somebody's 2 seconds of emotional disturbance that they're unhappy about themselves ruin your whole day. Don't let it ruin your whole day, your whole week, your whole whatever, because they're unhappy with themselves or something that you did that they took personally. Or, you know, sometimes people just can't be happy. They really can't, and then they will make everyone miserable in their path. You know, and you just have to remember that the life is so full of things. And listen, when you're on the right path, the enemy will use other people or situations to, okay, Caroline, the enemy will use other people or situations to deter you from what you're doing that is good. So that's when you know you're on the right path, is when you start meeting controversy. So, make sure that you just keep trucking along and do you. Don't worry about the things that don't matter. Just don't. Just don't. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, just let me know. Be like, girl, you didn't make any sense. I don't know what you talking about. Hi, Caroline. Yes, Satan will try to steal your thunder. You can be on cloud 9 and somebody can say something so nasty to you, it just throws your whole day, but just don't listen to it. Let me try to curl this downward because that lash is like... Hey, Ellie Mae. You made it back. Alright, so all we got left to do is lashes. Not lashes, but lipstick. Hey, Mom. My mom's on here. Okay. You watching on your new fancy phone? I will. I got one that's up, and Sophia's still asleep. She's behind me sleeping. Thank you, Allie Mae. Alright, let me find some lipstick to use. I have Milani lipstick, so we'll use a Milani one today. I'm not using a metallic one. Hi, baby. You must be sleep talking. She's sleep talking. I don't know which shade to do. I have all of these. I don't know. I don't want to do nude. But I have, these are the Milani ones that I have. What, baby? What? Maybe I'll just do, should I do red? What, baby? Alright. I have Devotion, Fabulous, Fierce Intense, Spicy, Fixation, and that's it. Which one should I do? Devotion, Fabulous, Fierce Intense, Spicy, and Fixation. Hey, Ariane. I might use Devotion. Let's see. Let's swatch it. Alright, that's the color. So I don't know. Let me swatch this one. This one is, this is Fierce. So that's a little more like orangey looking red. The goldish looking one. This one. That one is Spicy. Ooh, that one's kind of liquidy. Nasty. That one is more like a, it is a nude more than anything. It's like a orangey looking nude. I have this one. Alright, let me put these in order in the orders I swatched them. Alright. Okay, last one. This one's kind of purpley. I do like that these dry down really matte, but they can be drying if you don't use something under it. But these are the shades. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. They smell like chocolate. All of them do. like dose of colors. You know how these, it has like that chocolate scent. That's what it kind of smells like. You still think I should do this one? 3. Y'all know I don't like nudes. I know this is sabotage. Okay? Alright, I got you. I heard ya. I heard ya, okay? Let me see. I gotta find a lip liner now that matches. I might just go with the brown and then ombre it out. Or like a dark nude. Let's see. Let's see what that is. What is that? Let's see what this mahogany color looks like. We'll just stick with this, okay? Let me show you this bad boy. Alright, here goes. We're gonna ombre it, because, you know, these nude colors make me look so washed out, so. You just joined, Lynn? Awesome. Welcome to the group. Uh-huh. What, baby? I can't hear you. Come here. Mommy can't hear you. I can't hear you. Who's gonna be late? Nicholas is in bed. Nicholas is in bed. He's in bed. You saw him? Hi, Heidi. Thank you, Anastasia. You're so sweet. You totally can see the colors way better over on YouTube, though. I wish both my cameras were good. They're just not. Okay. So now we're gonna ombre this lipstick that y'all picked out. Because y'all try to sabotage me with these nudes. Oh, girl, I know, Miranda. Yeah. Oh. Oh, that's so orange. It's like, where did the orange come from? It's alright. We're gonna ombre it out. Cassie. I had a Milani lip liner. I don't know why I didn't use it. Should have. Too late now. Trying to get a little bit more concentration of the color right in the center. Hi, Nikki. Okay, so just a little bit more on the bottom, I think, and I'll be done. You just can't start off with a whole lot, because if you do that, you, would you be interested in doing PR? Yeah, how would I go about doing that? I would love to do that. Somebody else told me I should see about doing that, but how would you go about getting on that list? I would totally do it. Totally. Done. See, you can still rock these colors that you don't like if you ombre them. That's why I tell people, if you get a color that you don't like, if it's too dark, use it on the outer edges and ombre a lighter color in. But if you get a color that's too light, use it as the center color. And that way you don't have to like take it for a loss, because they're beautiful when you ombre them. You know, some people are so scared to do ombres. You don't have to be scared. And this is a Real Techniques lip blur brush, and you don't have to have a brush like this. It's just how it happens to come in the set that I had got. But you can use like one of the sponge brushes that we usually throw away. Use one of those. You can use one of those. You can use your finger. I don't like using my finger because I feel like I don't have as much control as when I use a brush. But yeah, totally can do that. But this is today's finished look. Jasmine inspired. Thank you, Allie Mae. Yeah, I don't think I could do the color by itself. I totally can rock it with the ombre. The ombre. Definitely. I do, I know, or daily on Facebook and on YouTube. YouTube, I have a double live stream, so I've got one going on YouTube and on Facebook right now. And then I take a picture and I put it on my Instagram, which then also gets shared to Facebook. So, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But alright, let me get off of here. Cassie, keep me up to date on that if you hear anything back or whatever. That would be pretty cool. I have had people ask me about the crayon case, but I don't have one, so I can't review it. But I'd love to. Alright guys, I will see you tomorrow. If not, I might see you later on today. So, send you what? Send you a message. Okay, I'll send you a message. Alright guys. Mwah. Bye.